Before you go off to the races coding in Python, let's talk about something you're eventually going to want to do. Customization. You're going to want to customize your Python. You're going to get packages that add capabilities onto Python so that you can do specific tasks. A good practice is to use environments to customize your Python. Well, what's an environment? An environment is like its own separate Python installation with only the packages you need for a specific project. Why would you want to use environments? Well, it can often be the case that you may have multiple projects, project 1, project 2. Project 1 might need packages A and B, and project 2 might need packages A and C. Well, it might be the case that maybe B and C conflict. So if you have them in the same package, then you spoil both of your projects. Or another thing that might happen is B and C require different versions of A, and so then both of your projects aren't happy. So it is good practice then to make the environment that you want with just those packages that you need for the specific project. So let's get started. I will teach you how to make an environment in Anaconda. So fortunately, Anaconda comes with Conda, an environment management system. So it's the same on Windows or Mac. I'm using a terminal here on Mac. On Windows, you can also use the PowerShell, so maybe I'll show you that in a moment. But the way you do it is you do conda create. Oh, and actually, by the way, I'll point out that in this shell, this terminal of mine, you'll see that it's base. It says base. And this percentage sign is a prompt. This base means that it's the base installation of Python, so there's no customization here. So I can conda create and then dash dash name, and then I can make an environment. So like we'll call it some new env. It may take a moment, so we'll speed it up. It's going to ask me for confirmation, and notice that, let's see, it's saying, okay, we could use a new version of Conda. That's fine. We're not going to mess with that. If I hit yes, it'll make a new environment. It was some new env. And so to see all the environments that you have created, you can type conda info and then envs with an S. And it'll list all the environments. So I've made a few environments, and here's my some new environment. To switch from the base environment to my new environment, I can type conda activate. And now that I've switched to some new environment, the prompt confirms for me that we switched. To deactivate my environment, I just type conda deactivate, and I'm back to the base environment. So now I might want to install packages in my environment. So first we have to activate it. And then, for example, I'm interested in quantum computing. So I will want the Qiskit package. We can just double check to see if it's installed. So conda list will show all the packages installed in my environment. And there's not much right there. It's not showing me anything. Let's go back to the basic environment, the base environment. And if we do a conda list, maybe we'll see a little more. I'm not sure. Yep, you can see already there's some differences between my base and my new environment. So let's go back. Okay, so now we know the new environment is different, and I might be interested in, say, quantum computing. So I maybe want the Qiskit package. So I type conda install Qiskit. So now we are adding capabilities to the new environment. And let's just hit enter. Installing a package may take a few moments, so you have to be patient with it. I'll probably speed this up. So Conda now finds all the dependencies for that new package that I want, because in order for that to work, it needs all of these other packages. So it's asking me to confirm, and I'm just going to type yes and then enter, and it's going to install the package and all its dependencies. This too can take some time, so we'll speed it up. So now it says that it's done, so we can do conda list again. And we should now see that several packages have been installed. Packages and their dependencies, and probably their dependencies, and maybe some more. Let's try it in Windows. I will start the PowerShell. This is one way to do it, PowerShell prompt. And on the Windows machine, you have all of the same things. I can do conda info envs, and you can see I have some environments there. Conda, my new environment. Here, let's do conda list. Again, listing the packages that are installed. So there are several packages here. Oh, and I forgot to switch. Let's do conda activate. There it is. Not much there. So here on Windows, if I do conda install Qiskit, it may or may not work. I'm not entirely sure. I think it won't work actually. So you see it's quite unhappy here. It doesn't like it. So if that doesn't work, what you can do is pip3 install Qiskit. So pip is the package installer for Python, specifically Python 3. I always like to put the 3 just to be sure. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's just try pip. Okay, that's working better. Okay, so this is not working. So let's see. Let's troubleshoot. I'm remembering that Python 3.10 was the one that I had the most luck with. So let me make a new environment for Python 3.10 only. And to specify this, we put Python equals 3.10, and that'll make an environment that has Python 3.10. Okay, let's try that environment. First, we'll try conda install Qiskit. I think this will probably fail. Okay, it failed. Let's try pip install. Okay, look here now. Because I'm using Python 3.10, not the latest Python, my Qiskit is installing. Again, these installations can take some patience, so I've sped the video up. Okay, so we've learned about creating environments, and I also showed you that sometimes when you want to install certain packages, you need a specific version of Python. I showed you how to make an environment that uses Python 3.10 as an example. I'll stop this video here after creating an environment and then adding a package to that environment.